we live? I don't know. How you guys doing this evening? I am here. You are there. We're going to talk about something. Oh, wow. It works. So, guys, welcome to a Tuesday evening chat. It's good to see you all. We are here with Jackalope Herdmaster, Against an Army, Jerry Parker, Steve LaPointe. Yeah, I'm trying to read this. Snakebite. Hi. JJ's here. Emil, who loves Benji's. That's a fact. Oval Coins and Collectibles. Hello. Deep Stacker. Hello. So welcome. Tonight we're going to talk about silver, gold, who knows? Maybe even some current events to boot. I'm here. And I'm going to figure something to talk about. So if anybody's got any questions that they are concerned about or just want mentioned, just put 3 question marks in front of your statement and we will do our best. Hello, Amy Harrell. How are you? Didn't get a chance to say hi to everybody in the pre-show or the pre-stream. I was just coming up. So if anybody wants to come up, they can feel free. Just hit the link at the top of the chat and we'll give you a link. So basically, hey, Yo fan, what's up? Let's talk about silver. Yeah, we're talking about silver. It has been on a wild ride lately. There's no doubt about where it's been going. It's went up and down and up, and it's came down quite a bit, but it's starting to come back a little bit. The question some of you may have on that topic is, will or is silver at its bottom? When will it hit? My philosophy is simple. There's never really a bottom. There's never really a top. It's, are you comfortable with it? But I think the lowest we're going to probably see it is around the $20 range. I do think it could recess back. And again, I'm not a, an educated prediction artist, so to speak. I haven't gone to no type of school or anything like that. But with the demand, people aren't really buying at this point. They've been buying in the past, but they tend to be selling more than buying right now. So I think we may experience a little bit more ease back, setback, whatever you want to do in the price. So hello, Big Rocky, Onyx Fire. Hi, David G. Cane Friday. I think I said Cane Friday once, but oh well. With people selling, it creates a downward pressure in the price. And however, having said that, today we did experience a little bit of an uptick. Some of that's going on with the stuff that happened over in Israel. There was a little bit of, what do they call that? The strip there. I forget what it's called. Shoot, man. So if somebody wants to give me that word, right along the side of Israel by the sea. Man, I was just reading about it. The Gaza. Thank you, Snakebot and JJ. Yeah, they had a little bit of a military intrusion or excursion or whatever you want to call it. That has affected people's momentum, and it's not just in silver, it's in the whole overall market. People have been a little bit more reserved about spending their money and trying to get more of it. Why they want more fiat is beyond me. I think personally a person should have 3 to 6 months worth of fiat to pay their bills. Having said that, silver is sitting at 21.82.92 ask on Kitco. And gold is 1859.20 and 1860.20. So it is up quite a bit. And I think if these geopolitical things keep going on with Israel and the Ukraine, I think we may see some upswing in that fact as well. Yes, I know it sounds like, hey, I just said we're going to see some downswing and now we're going to see some upswing. I think there's going to be some profit taken as it starts to go up, and that's when I think it could ease back lower than it is. And then I think it'll go right back up as long as these tensions continue. I don't think we will see much a length of time. I don't think it'll be down very long when it does go down. I think it's going to be like kind of like a boomerang. It's going to go bloop, bloop, down and then right back up. However, we all want to make sure that we're set. So, guys, a lot of people have told me, I've been losing money on silver. Most important thing to remember is you haven't lost it until you sell it. You haven't lost that fiat. Wow, that's a great buy. Me said he got a 10-ounce Mint D bar yesterday with a RIFT tag for $220. Dude, I paid $220 for bars today from across the counter. So, I mean, that's a good deal. If you paid what I'm paying across the counter, you got a great deal. That's definitely a great deal. So please make sure you hit the like, share this stream if you want. It would really help the channel out a lot. Sharing, commenting, and liking. So as far as gold, and I've always said this, gold has a more steady pricing than silver. Silver has its ups and downs, swings probably 2 to 4 times up higher or down lower than gold will. Gold is more of a steady commodity. And the reason why that's being is most people have, or I should say most gold is invested into the jewelry market, and people just don't let go of their jewelry unless it's a last resort. So if anybody wants to join us, ring in on that or want to say something in the chat, go ahead and do so. We will do our best to highlight the comments, such as Mandy Candy saying hi or good evening, Coin Crew. If you don't want to come up, we understand, but if you do, it's an open board tonight. So we are joined by the lovely Mrs. Coin Crew. What? She's here. She's here. Hey, silver and a bit of gold is the best thing in the uncertain world. Yes, it is. And then Mud Swat sits there and goes, I wish you had the buying opportunities that coin stores, pawn shops have. The buying opportunities, I guess you could say they're a little bit better because we have people coming up to us. But if we pay fair, like me said yesterday, he bought a 10-ounce silver bar for $220, and I just paid the public $220 today. As a matter of fact, I bought a 10-ounce bar, a 5-ounce bar, and a bunch of 1-ounce bars and a couple of rounds off of one person. Yeah. And I paid $22 an ounce when it was sitting, I think it was $21.70 when I bought it today.
People fail to realize, man, just because we're a coin shop doesn't mean we have unlimited funds. So sometimes we have to turn stuff away.
But it does mean that more people will come to us to offer to sell. It's just whether we will meet their needs as what they want. I mean, because I had one person bring in 4 ounces or 3 ounces of gold rather, and he sold one instead of all 3 because of the price. That's when it was sitting at $18.30. Now I kind of know why he did. He's like, I know what's going up.
Hi, Jerry.
You're going to need to have some brass and lead as well. Interesting. I would like the lead better. I'm slowing down on my silver purchases, have a little stack going, but I think I might switch to gold for it. A lot of people are switching to gold, but be cautious when you do that. There are several ways to invest into your stack, whether it be silver or gold. If you're just stacking for the cheapest price, and I'm gonna be straight about this. If you're stacking for the cheapest price, you are leaving money on the table. That's right. And having said that, I've talked about how the half-ounce golds and the quarter-ounce gold eagles from 2000 back, they're worth more than the gold themselves. So stacking the cheapest is not always the best way. However, it is the best way if you're just looking for securities in case you have to flip out. Having said that, if you had a 1991 half-ounce gold, you paid 5% more than for 2 of them than you would have for a 1-ounce gold. Those 2 half ounces are worth 4 ounces of gold today. That's my point. Missing out if you're just trying to buy it the cheapest way possible. You mean you don't have room full of gold? Now I know, right? I'm disappointed too that I don't have a room full of gold. Buy platinum. It's a sleeping metal. You can buy 2-to-1 gold. Flag City Parts, platinum. My topic on platinum is simple. It is an undervalued metal. Having said that, if you will look at the average price per I think fractional pieces are better than 1-ounce pieces because you can gain the numismatic value as well. The fractional all the way up through the 1-ounce is about 1.25 to 175, depending on where you get it at per piece. Now, when I say per piece, a 1-ounce coin is going to cost you 1.25 to 175 over, whereas a 10th ounce or 1/4 ounce or 1/2 ounce will cost you 125 to 175 per piece over. So that means like if it's $900 an ounce, a 10th ounce is going to cost you roughly 90 plus 1.25 to 175.
Yeah, basically the premiums are a little bit higher.
The premiums are higher on the fractional, but
No, I'm talking about on platinum.
Yeah, the premiums are higher on a platinum. But if you look at the platinum to the point of, I like the 1/2 ounce is the best because you get more for your money with the same premium per piece as it is with the 1/2 ounce. So it feels a little bit softer. So I do sell 1/2 ounces because I feel that's the best investment. They only made platinum eagles from 1997 to 2008, which put that numismatic value on there a little bit stronger. They're not producing them anymore. I'm starting a coin shop that only buys stuff, no sales. All right, you'll go broke quick.
We tried that, man. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
You have to sell.
I know how to get silver up again. I just have to sell all my silver and the price goes up, guaranteed. LOL. That is true. I feel like that sometimes too. I was thinking that when I win the 1.7 billion Powerball,
that's when he'll have his shop.
That's when he'll have his shop. Yeah, and buy and not sell. I do have 3/2 ounce of gold, 1 full buffalo, rest are fractional eagles. Snake bite. I do think fractional gold is a good way. The premiums are much higher. So if you're looking to stack the cheapest, I don't think that's what would be for you. But if you're looking to try to gain some possible numismatic value or some possible stronger buy power, fractional gold in the 1/4s and the 1/2s is better than the 1/10s. I've been in this business a while and I've watched these things. And that's what I've come to the conclusion of. And usually every year I'll buy a couple of the 1/4s and a couple of the 1/2s.
Well, you get some of your premium back on the fractional too. So.
On the fractional, it's like right now, I wouldn't turn away a 10th ounce walking across my counter. Actually, I would offer 205 to 215 easy, and the melt is 185.
It's easier to sell the fractional, even for us.
You have a wider buying pool when you look at fractional versus a 1-ounce gold. Because more people have $230, $240, whereas have almost 2,000. So it opens up a larger buying pool, which is a plus.
I think people get impatient too, man. They don't want to like save up for that 1 ounce.
What's that? Retail on the bar is about that bar is about 300 and starts. I'm not sure what bar you're talking about. That's what
they were talking about some kind of bar.
So yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
we lost you.
Scroll the right way. Yeah. Frostbite says, "I will never buy an ounce." I think he's referring.
Never say never.
Never
man.
say never, Frosty. You might buy one. I think you would buy one if someone offered you one for $1,500. I'm sure.
Hi, Mustang Dave.
So never say never.
I said I would never buy an ounce either, but those buffaloes are really pretty.
So that's my take on platinum. I think the platinum eagles are a great investment.
I mean, don't go psycho, but buy a little, man.
Yeah,
can't hurt.
I even call me crazy, and me's probably wanting to reach through the screen right now and slap me when he hears what
I'll help you, me.
When he hears what I'm about to say. I went to the U.S. Mint in September and I bought a coin because I didn't have any in my collection at all of this metal. I bought an overpriced palladium coin from the U.S. Mint. I paid, I think it was $950 or $900 over melt. And I just bought it because there was a couple of reasons that made me buy it. The first one was I didn't have any palladium. I've sold all my palladium off. He is out of here. But wait a minute, me. Here's why I bought it. Besides the fact that I didn't have any palladium, but I bought it because it's the lowest mintage of all the palladium so far. They have a 6,000 maximum mintage, which brings a little bit of numismatic value.
I don't think they really sell like generic palladium anywhere, do they?
So yeah, that is why I bought it, is because when I seen the 6,000 maximum mintage, I'm like, I gotta get it. It was $21.50 plus shipping. So if you guys don't have one and you want to waste money like I did, it wouldn't hurt to have a piece in your collection.
I didn't do it.
She didn't do it. I actually,
asked me.
I did.
He's like,
Can I
do this? I'm like, whatever, dude.
Well, you know what? It sure beats the guys that paid $3,000 last year. I paid $21.50. So yeah, and it went up to $22.50, and then it came back down to $21.50. Okay, Frostbite says, isn't it wise to buy 10K and under runs? Depends on how you're paying.
I don't understand that.
I think
10,000, buy 10,000 at a time, yeah.
It depends on how you're paying. If you're paying with a cashier's check or you're paying on a card, of course, you're going to have to, on a card, you're going to have to pay a fee, most likely. You can pay with PayPal. You can go over that 10,000. You can go up to 50 ounces of gold or 5,000 ounces of silver. And after that, then you get what they call an 8,300 form, which means I report you to the IRS. That's how that works.
Yeah.
But yes, for cash, under 10,000.
So if you don't want to be reported to the IRS.
Hello, Paula. And Paula just addressed that. Depends on what it is, Frostbite and collectibles. Not just what it is, how it's paid.
I just seen something.
Squirrel?
No.
When in doubt, ask the...
No.
There it is. Well, how are you going to read it if you get
what's yours is hers. Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Yeah, that's true. Because you're missing it, baby.
Yeah, I went to grab that next.
Okay, when in doubt, ask the missus. You can share the blame when it blows in your face. Well, that wasn't why. The reason why it was a $2,000 purchase, and I felt it was, when you look at your finances personally, you have to always, with any kind of substantial purchase, you should always consult your better half. You notice I said better half.
Yeah, I'm not taking blame for that, though. If it blows up, it's going in his face, not mine.
But like I said, I bought it because it was only 6,000 in it, and I felt I needed to have it. I had sold my last ones. I wish I wouldn't have sold the 2019s. I paid $2,000 for those, and I sold them for $25.40. But they were reverse proofs. I like those better. And they came in a clamshell box, unlike what we got now.
Oh, what? They're still doing that?
No, they don't. No, they didn't. In 2019, they did.
Oh, I thought you said it came in a clamshell box.
I said the one in 2019 did.
Snakebite says he has no better half. Well, then you don't have to ask, man. What
you have to do, since you have no better half, you got to ask your other half, you and then yourself. You got to have a personal conversation with yourself in the mirror and say, can I or should I buy this? And then see what answer you get back. And if you get an answer back, I recommend you go check yourself into an asylum. Just saying.
I mean, some people do answer themselves back.
No, but seriously, it's when you carry that conversation on for, 5 minutes, then you may,
Hi, Sam.
People do answer themselves back.
It's always a yes.
Where's that?
Oh, Snakebite said it's always a yes.
It's always a yes. There you go.
Silver Frogman member for 19 months.
Thank you, Silver Frogman. There it is. Boom. Chakalaka. 19-month membership. Thank you so much.
Any rings? I don't have any rings on today, man. I'm naked. I don't have my jingly or nothing. I just took a shower a little while ago.
That's what she says to us.
I'm naked of the metals.
So yeah, we are here. You are there still. We got 54 people in there, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Please remember, hit the like buttons. Help us out. Help us, again, by sharing the stream. It would really do a lot.
I mean, I do argue with myself.
Teacher says it's okay to talk to yourself. Just don't argue and lose. Yeah, if you lose, you may be in trouble. Then you would be crazy, as teacher says. Again, guys, we have a link up the top if someone wants to come in and chime in on it or put some question marks. Coin Crew, I recently asked my economics professor what the likelihood of the U.S. starting to print the $500 bill again. He believes that's inevitable. Thoughts? I do not believe they will print the $500 bill again, Sam Wilson, because of money laundering issues and the fact that all the CBDC or whatever they call it, the electronic payments.
Money is worth less, so you figure they would.
But part of the reason why they stopped printing the 500, the 1,000, and the $5,000 notes and the $10,000 notes,
well, I mean,
was mostly because of people grabbing the money and taking it out of the country.
But 500 and 1,000.
No, it's not a lot of money. It's possible that it's inevitable, but I think before they start printing that, I think they might just go ahead and make everybody use electronic cards and stuff. That's not the.
Yeah, I would hate to lose a $10,000 note out of my pocket, man.
If you're looking in a mirror and talking with your new best friend, then you may want to check in. It's okay to talk to yourself. Just don't say, what did you say?
What'd you say?
I don't know.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, you'd be like talking to yourself.
You'd be like, what'd you say? Were you talking to me?
I don't know. What'd you say? No, what'd you say? And you'd be going on for 10 minutes saying, what'd you say to each other?
I mean, I don't talk to myself out loud, but the voices in my head sometimes get in an argument with me.
Me talks to myself because sometimes me needs expert opinion. I cannot argue with that. 500 would encourage use of cash. I don't think they want that.
Yeah,
that is another possibility that could happen. So we've got a guest coming up here tonight. Let's give a big round of applause to the one, the only avatar known as Paula. Hello, Paula.
Hello. I don't know what just happened.
You don't know?
We introed you.
No, I wanted to come up because I'm on a laptop that Ida sent me.
Awesome.
So I wanted to try and see how it was gonna work.
She's used.
We can't see you if that's what you're asking.
I know that.
We see the one and only avatar known as Paula.
You get my computer, you don't get my face. So I'm super happy.
Are you?
Did it work?
Yes, everything works. Like it just works perfect. So Ida is just amazing. I'm not naked. I can be, but
I mean,
Frank Mon says I talk.
You'd
and I
have
talk,
to prove it.
Don't listen.
Stop.
Frostbite said she is naked.
It sounds good. Okay, yeah, I have my little earbuds in, but I'll set everything, my camera and everything up. I have a hub. It only has 2 USB ports, but that's okay because I have a hub. So,
dude says
Nikki,
what is this? I thought this was a PG stream.
Gypsy Wolves came out of the woodwork.
I did not start that.
Everybody is saying you're naked, Paula.
Frostbite started it.
Frostbite's fault this time.
Frank Mon says you get my vote, Paula. Hello, Kago. How are you doing? I see someone saying hi to Kago, so I'm saying hi. Kago, hello.
Hi,
everybody.
Oh, there he is. Kago Denali.
I missed the talk. What were you guys talking about? Platinum?
We were talking about platinum. We were talking about gold and silver and talking to yourself.
And then it went to talking to yourself.
I do that all the time.
And answering yourself back.
Well, shoot, I already forgot who said it. I think it was teacher, maybe.
No, somebody said that they didn't have a better half or something.
If you argue with yourself and you lose, then you need to check in. I don't know if that was teacher that said that or not. I highlighted the comment.
It's already gone.
It's gone.
Hi, Cosmic.
It's out of there. Mustang Dave says, and insanity. I lost him. There he is. And insanity. Cosmic says, hello, all you cool coin collectors and silver lovers.
Hello, oval coins and collectibles.
Did I see your comment? What was your comment, Frostbite? About the 42/41. Yeah, what grade's it in? What's he selling it for? I don't care. I'm not going to buy it.
Who's selling it? I seen that, but I didn't highlight
Copper
it.
coins. Copper coin.
Is it certified or raw? And what's the grade? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
Terry
Chuck
Parker has a question.
It's genuine. If Chuck's selling it, it's genuine.
What is the make and caliber of the pistol you carry in the shop? Ooh, can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long
Remington.
as you don't have it,
Remington 45, 1911.
like they will not. You're not allowed to like show or whatever guns.
Well, I show them all the time when I'm on.
So it must not be certified. Well, it wouldn't be good 8. It would be VG8 to fine 12, he said.
Oh yeah, we were talking about frying chicken this morning on Ida's.
Now Richard's frying chicken. He was inspired.
I don't think I've ever fried chicken. Have I fried you any chicken?
We had that conversation this morning, didn't we? I just talked to Ida. She's at the grocery store. She changed her mind about frying the chicken tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of a stainless steel. It had I had a black grip when I bought it. Then I put on a white grip, and besides the feel, it didn't look right, so I put back the black grip. But it's stainless steel. I like that. I'd rather have a gold one, but I'd hate to shoot it and then the gold just kind of dissipate out of the barrel. Or even silver. I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to lose any of your gold or silver.
Me's copying me. That's what it sounds like to me. What do you think? Me's copying me?
I think so.
I think it sounds like Me's copying me for sure. Not the same, Mud Swat. Not the same to have it plated.
If you're talking about the one that was in my Saturday video, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Hi, Joe Mama.
We have that coin, Frosty.
What's up?
And here's a question mark. Let's see what it is. When was the last time you fired your weapon at a firing range? I don't fire it that much.
It's been a while, man.
It's been a minute. I'm waiting to, be able to use it in the real sense. That's why I got it. I don't know, a year or so. I clean it semi-regularly, so it still works. You could have had a gold one and you bought.
Have you not bought the palladium?
Well, what do you think,
What?
Paula? I mean, I know I wasted my money. I paid $950 over melt, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a palladium 1 ounce coin from the mint this year.
Mm-hmm.
But yet it has being I'm a collector more than a stacker. Don't get me wrong. I stack. You guys have seen some of my stack. You haven't seen my stack for 2 years. I'm afraid to break it out. But my point is, being I stack, I got a lot of silver, gold, platinum. Being the fact that I didn't have a palladium and the fact that this year is the lowest mintage to date, do you think I made a dumb decision buying it?
Not if you wanted it.
Don't you mean not if I ask for it?
Not if Angel wanted it.
I didn't want it.
She didn't want it, but I asked for it.
Well, I applaud you for asking permission.
Well, you're
learning.
I knew I wasn't going to sell it.
Well,
if it was something I was going to sell, I would.
So let me ask you a question, Keith.
I didn't do it.
Historically, how do those coins do?
Which ones?
The palladium.
Ow.
The palladium, historically, how do they do?
Yeah.
Well, the cheapest one I've been able to find is $2,500. They all sell well above melt.
But they stay the same value as they were sold by the mint.
Pretty close to, yeah.
Okay.
They pretty well hold.
So
Every once in a while, you
not
can
an
find
investment,
a deal.
not so much an investment, just because you wanted it.
Yeah, every once in a while you can find a deal, but they list in the gray sheet like $1,500-$1,600, and every once in a while you can find a deal around that $1,600 to $1,900.
Hi, off-road.
But they're so far and few between, or few and far, whichever way you want to say it, that when they do come available at that price range, they usually go pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just wanted a piece of it.
I wanted a piece of it.
I don't know, man. I used to go to a dance club called the Palladium. That's all I know about Palladium.
Me too. I don't know nothing about that.
I have 1 gram of platinum. I'm good with that. I'd rather have silver or gold, not gold coins, but I'd rather have
Snakebite says, how about a 1912 gold Indian head in great condition?
gold Indian head.
Well,
High shadow work.
I guess the easiest way to say it, and Paula was going to agree with me, great condition to one person is super condition or junk to 2 others.
That's very true. It could look nice and pretty and shiny, and it could just be clean to all hell.
Yeah, so great condition doesn't really describe the coin. I mean, to me, or to better yet, to someone who doesn't even own a car with half the bumper falling off is a great car to them because it gets them from point A to point B. But
Sure.
most people who own cars already, they would at least duct tape their bumper at the very least, right?
Well, I mean, half the time when people say, "Oh yeah," I tell people the coin has to look like it's like brand new. It has to have like all the details and everything, and they'll be like, "Yeah, it looks pretty good," and they'll come in and it'll be like a
Or
XF or something.
It could depend on the coin too. You get a 1797 in good
AD,
condition.
it's awesome.
And that's great condition.
Yeah. Okay, here's the example.
I mean, they do have like a more lax grading scale on
gold
because of its soft.
Yes, you can see clean coins in a microscope. You'll see microscopic abrasions, and they usually are not straight across. They kind of swirl and run into each other.
Yeah.
Whereas dye polish, if I'm not mistaken, Paula, it's more even.
It's like
dye abrasion's kind of willy-nilly.
No, I'm talking about dye polish. Did I say dye abrasions? I'm sorry.
Well, dye polishing, dye abrasion, same thing. It's willy-nilly.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they usually stop at the devices because the pressure from the dyes will eliminate that dye polishing.
Well, not just that. The tools they use don't typically go into the devices on the dye. They typically just abrade the fields. And it's usually to get rid of a clash or some imperfection on the dye, which is usually around the fields. So,
yeah. Here's an example of someone coming in with a immaculate. Oh, it looks like brand new. This buffalo nickel is the best I ever seen. And I go, what's the date on it? I don't see the date. What do you mean you don't see the date? I said, look at the front of the coin, the one that does not say 5 cents. Oh, I see 5 cents. The one that does not say 5 cents. Look about the 7 o'clock hour. What's the 4-digit number there? Oh, there's nothing there. But it's new.
It's in great shape, but it's dateless.
You get that a lot with buffalo nickels.
Yeah. So Snakebite, I know you didn't ask me, but I'm just going to give you my opinion anyway, because anybody knows me knows that I just give my opinion no matter what.
Voice away.
I know that you say he bought it new and he's 96. There are a lot of counterfeit coins out there. And if you don't know that much about them, I would recommend, if you want that coin, to buy one that's already certified. And that's just my opinion. And unless you can identify, or you're sure and you can identify with 100% certainty that that coin is authentic, I wouldn't be so concerned as much of it being a really great looking coin as being a really real coin.
But if you think it is really nice, if you got it certified, it would probably pay for itself.
Yeah, but I mean, if he buys it and then goes to get it certified and it comes back fake.
Oh, is he going to buy it, or he already has it?
He said he's getting it checked. Okay, yeah, get it checked for sure, Snakebite. Then yeah.
Firebird is asking if anyone knows a reputable coin shop in Omaha.
So where's that?
I know exactly where one is in Omaha, Nebraska. You pick it up from the mailbox.
Huh?
I would take claim to that. But no, I do not know of any in Omaha. There's got to be some. It's not a small city.
Fan said there's like coin huskers.
Coin huskers. There you go.
I think I've heard of them.
It probably is fine, Snakebite. Yeah. It's probably fine.
Or you can just go to the post office and pick up stuff from me, and that would kind of be in Omaha. Found a 1919 Buffalo metal detector a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, it's only a P. At least you found it. Now you are a nickel richer. Just saying.
Well, at least $1.
Well, I know. I'm just saying face value. In case it's one of those, you barely read the date ones.
Yeah. I like that.
He has
coin.
had
I
it
like
since
it.
the 20s. Just because he had it
Since he
in
was a
20s snakebite doesn't mean it wasn't counterfeited.
It's true.
There are coins that were counterfeited since coins were being made.
That's
You
true.
look most recently.
Hi 949.
They come out with the big head
Shadow work.
currency notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before those big heads hit the market, the real ones, counterfeits hit first.
Yeah.
That's how quick counterfeit artists are in the world. Once they know what the new one's going to look like, a lot of times they'll put theirs out as quick as they can to beat the punch, and then their notes to the unsuspecting people or their coins to the unsuspecting is more accepted. Oh, that's the new one. Oh yeah, that's you. I guess you're right.
Oh, and well, snake bite, then all day long you'll have good luck.
Like City.
He found a penny in a parking lot.
A coin dealer in Columbus once told me the best coin to walk in a shop was a paper towel.
Was in a paper
towel and caused a divorce. The wife cleaned an 1893 S. Oh, and it was toned BU before a toothbrush. Ow. I got to take that off there. I just can't read it no more.
That's too painful.
It is.
Yeah, I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
An uncirculated 93S. Wow. Got cleaned with a toothbrush. And here.
She was trying to get that ugly, color off of it.
Yes,
I don't want that. Guys, don't clean your coins.
No.
If you want it restored, send it to a professional grading service if you just want a white one. Because even though it's still wrong to clean them, at least that way it gets cleaned properly. And if it's a rare coin, you definitely want them to be the ones to restore it.
Natural.
Yeah. So
even if it's dirty, it's still natural.
Please begin questions with triple question mark to make your questions more noticeable. And Flag City agrees. Ouch also.
Yeah.
Oval coins and collectibles. Do you know that there's actually a hold coin society? There are people that collect hold coins.
I have a couple ways.
A lot of people put them on bracelets and stuff.
Yeah.
So they hold them.
Well, they used to put them on ships, and they used to sew them into their uniforms, and way back before. Well, almost before Keith was, right after Keith was born.
When I was a kid, this
$1800.
Frostbite just made a comment. I have a note on all my boots that state do not clean.
Books
that
you
say
said boots,
books, whatever. I wasn't reading what it was. I was just saying, he has a note says do not clean. That reminds me of when I was a kid. It had this tag on the mattresses says,
Hi, Lisa.
Removal of this tag is punishable by imprisonment or against the law. And I would never remove that tag. Because they couldn't remove it. The salespeople couldn't remove it.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be removed by the manufacturers.
Well, I don't even think they have them on the mattresses no more. But
do
you remember them tags on the mattresses when you was younger?
Oh Paul? Yeah, absolutely. Don't remove you. They're going to come and get you.
It's a criminal offense.
I mean, nowadays they could put some kind of chip in there, and if you remove it, they could come and get you.
They might.
You never know, man. Technology. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. The technology they have.
Hello, Lisa. How are you? Oval. Hello. Gilbert. Hello.
Well, I think that they also Mudswat used to nail them into the sides of ships and stuff for good luck.
Hold coins aren't necessarily damaged. As Paula said, they often put holes in pre-1900s to carry them sold into their clothing.
Yeah,
because many people
damaged.
No, they didn't have
pockets, man.
But they were still considered damaged.
Yeah, they're still damaged,
but you could still spend them though.
Unless you have, it's considered damage, but you could have the. What is that? 1794 plug dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd want that one.
Yeah.
You didn't care about the hole on that.
I want that one. They can be historic. Sometimes you can find them. You can find them with square holes, and those are from the square nails that they used to use.
Yeah. The thing about the coins, the older vintage coins, the classic coins, whatever you want to call them, when they were cleaned, if they were tough enough to get, they can still get graded, a straight grade. Things like a Charlotte gold.
Well, and Keith, up until like as up until the 80s, it was a thing.
Yeah,
to
it was a
clean
thing.
coins. I mean, collectors just wanted their coins.
Collectors, dealers alike.
It wasn't as frowned upon up until the grading companies came into the picture, and then it started to be frowned upon.
Firebird says, any thoughts, opinions, where silver price is headed with the current political situation, Israel war, and why? Well, with any geopolitical condition, such as Israel with the Gaza and the Ukraine, silver will eventually go up. But I think we've had a little bit of upward swing this week. I mean, today.
Then it's going to go down.
But I still think it's going to have a downward swing. But then I think it's going to boomerang right back up a little bit higher than where we're at now. Not saying a particular price, but I think it could go at least 50 cents or $1 north of where it is now. But I still say it's going to go down. And the reason being, I think it's going to go down first is because people are going to be taking out some profits. You're going to have some profit takers. And the reason it's going to go up after that is because people are going to realize, hey, this is cheap and I need to secure my money. No telling what this war over in Israel, what this war in the Ukraine is doing. And who knows, is another war going to break out? We don't know. So people are going to, even though they're slowing down in a lot of the retail stores, spending their money, they're starting to invest a little bit more, but they're just, I don't know. I think it's going to go up, and that's why.
I see people mess up Morgan dollars to make those
coin rings.
No, the things for the horses, like the bridle thing.
Oh, they do all kinds of jewelry and stuff with coins.
Holes in coins were popular during the Civil War due to family members putting them on a necklace to pay passage if they were caught behind enemy lines.
Yeah, they did it for all kinds of different reasons.
Okay, I seen this question marks behind, so I'm going to catch it anyway. And Angel, how did you learn so much about coins?
From me.
Lisa,
yeah, call it no.
I wish I could give you props, but honestly,
I know. You've
honestly,
been longer than Lisa, I've been alive.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
It just comes from years and years of doing it. I don't know everything, and I will never know everything.
I know more than the average
That's
person.
all we know is just more than the average.
Repetition.
It's just like driving a car, riding a bike. If you mess with something long enough, you start learning new things to look for, to tell, and like a standing Liberty quarter or a walking $50. You learn little tricks to tell an AU-58 from an MS-63. You know, there is a trick behind that.
Yeah,
it's
I still
hard
can't
to explain.
grade coins.
It's hard to explain the trick, but I could show anybody in an instant. But explaining it is kind of difficult. I don't know.
I can grade good enough to get me by.
And then you learn little tricks about when you're into my position where you're selling coins. Now, Paula will tell you there are some errors or varieties that are actually hard to see, and you have to use a microscope to get them, and they're very expensive.
Yeah.
But from my position of selling coins, if you can't see it with a 10-power loop or better, you will have a hard time selling it to the average public. You have to sell it normally to
you know what you wouldn't. I can tell you.
Not if they can't see it. No, I'm saying the average public coming in.
No, I know. A 1916 double die buffalo.
You can see it.
No, you
with
can't.
A 10 power.
And a lot of times they are so worn.
No,
that you can, and you can even find a dateless 1916.
Oh yeah,
die buffalo.
Yeah. But I'm talking about when you're sitting there trying to resell a coin.
Yes,
it's hard to sell it to the general public. I'm not talking people that know.
Right.
People that know are going to jump on any good deal. But to the general public that doesn't know about that, doesn't know what it looks like, if they can't see it, they're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Whether it's expensive or not. And sometimes what happens because of that, if you want to sell it, you have to discount it down because the dealer knows, hey, I'm going to hold this for a while.
Well, I mean,
So in
yeah,
order to hold it,
unless-
I got to buy it a little cheaper because I have to find a buyer that wants this. I can't just flip it out to any Joe Schmo that comes
Yeah.
through the door that I can say, hey, look at this. This is cool. You should buy it. I'm going to give you a deal to where I
Well, and
sell it. You know,
That's
just
why a lot of dealers don't deal in errors and varieties because it really
It's
is
hard to move.
it's a small niche in the hobby.
It is a
Even though
small niche. It is a
we
very
see it a
small
lot,
niche in
it's
the
a small
hobby.
niche in the hobby, and
But
so a lot of dealers
when you can
don't deal with
see
it.
the variety or the error clearly, it is very easy to sell.
yeah, even if you're not into errors.
And that's just something you learn too. You got to learn
Yeah.
over time which ones are easy to sell, which ones aren't. And that's part of the thing is being able to see it a little easier. Because your buyer pool is bigger, the easier it is to see.
Right.
Is that not pretty close to
No,
the
it is. It is.
simplicity of it?
Yeah, no, it is. You
Me
know,
says,
things
I mean,
errors like double struck in color. Sometimes that strike can be so faint that it's hard to identify. But
here you go, Paula.
and those are
This is you.
expensive. Defacing. No, it's not illegal. It's only illegal if you do it to sell it as something it's not for a profit. That's why hobo nickels and things like that are, and people write their names on dollar bills, and it's still a dollar bill. You didn't try to make it into a $10 bill.
It is okay. It is not illegal with limitations.
If you're trying to make it into something it's not, and
Like-
you're selling it for whatever.
Well,
If you're trying to make it into something it's not,
Reason why I'm saying it's
changing its face value.
it's legal with limitations is, for example, a copper cent. You cannot melt a copper cent. That's illegal.
Well, I'm not considering that defacing or damaging.
That is
That's
defacing because it's
that's
no longer
destroying.
damaged
but
it.
That's destroying.
But I'm just saying
Yeah, that's
it's
destroying.
it's defaced.
Right.
You know,
I know.
it has its limitations.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, most generally, no, it's not illegal. You can put, and you see it all the time.
You
with
can
$2
counter
bills.
stamp
They foil different things on top of them.
Yeah,
So
coin
yeah,
rings
it's
are
not
art.
illegal.
True. Coin rings
As
are
long as you
art.
don't
Coin
change it.
bells. The Durbans make the bells. People make all kinds of things out
Yeah.
of coins, and
Well, it's legal.
we-
It
Oh
is.
yeah,
you get elongated.
It is legal to melt silver coinage because the silver value is so much over the face value.
I think there's like some kind of like thing where if you turn it into art.
Yeah, you can turn it into art as long as you don't try to make a $1 bill a $10 bill art piece.
I mean, they have the elongated cent machines at just about every
and that's
AMA
perfectly
convention.
legal.
So.
And that's considered making it into art.
I used to put it on the train tracks.
Yeah, I stretched money in Florida, and I put a video out saying
That's
such.
right. If your intention is to defraud.
Shadwork says thoughts of 90% modern commemoratives. I keep getting deals on them, but my LCS says he can't move them like regular 90s.
I like 90% modern.
BU is A plus, and they come in chops. They come in caps. I think modern commemoratives. I think the BUs will, over the test of time, will be a little bit better than the proofs. And the reason why that is fewer people buy the BUs because they're not as pretty. They are harder to sell in a shop, but they're not harder to sell. It just depends, I guess you could say, on the location of the shop. Some shops can't hold on to them. And I have shops calling me all the time, asking me for them. So I guess it just depends on where your shop would be located at.
I saw on my informed delivery that it's coming today, but my mail hasn't come yet. So my UPS came, but my mail hasn't. They're slow.
To touch back on this, Paula and Chad, it's illegal only if your intention is to defraud the government. If you do it for art, fine, and we said that.
Yeah.
If you melt down thousands of coins to profit the copper, it's illegal, and we stated that.
But I mean,
well, not just to defraud the government. If you add a mint mark to a 1909 Lincoln cent, if you add an S, that's illegal. And you're not defrauding the government; you're defrauding the collector.
Yeah, you're defrauding the collector. You are attempting to sell something in which you're misrepresenting the coin.
Yeah, you're defrauding. No.
Yeah, and there was at one point in time, if you remember, there was a legal point in time where you could defraud the government in a sense, but not really defraud them. In 2007-8, do you remember that they brought out the president dollars, right?
Ugh.
And they sold them to everybody for face value free shipping.
Right.
Everybody was buying these things by the thousands and thousands of dollars, getting the money on their credit card, the credit, taking the money to the bank, the coins, and then paying their credit card off and having 1.5% on a $10,000. So in a sense, it was, I don't know who was getting defrauded on that situation,
I
but
don't know.
somebody was losing a lot of money. Does Paula have a channel? Yes, they do.
Can somebody put in live coin Q&A?
Please.
Thank you.
They do Monday nights
And also
949.
and also Paula Bloom's channel is personal channel.
I don't do anything.
We're still
online.
putting it in there.
She doesn't create
we
on
love
her
you.
channel.
We love you.
I know. Go to the live coin Q&A. Don't
Yeah, go to live Q&A. That's where they
That's
put
Paula's
stuff.
baby, the live coin Q&A.
It is my baby.
She birthed it.
Ken birthed it. I
Well, she kept it
I
going.
suffered all the labor pains. That's all.
Yeah.
J-Dog,
You-
remember,
you-
9 months. Hey, just a guy. Hello,
J-Dog.
squirrel.
Hi, Joey Brown.
So this is an exciting chat.
Paula kept it going, so yeah.
Wow, we've been up here for almost an hour, and it
Time
doesn't
flies
seem like
when
it.
you're having fun.
Does it?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
I'm
you
just
guys
happy to
rock.
be on my new computer. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It may only last me a month.
Hello,
but I don't care.
everyone. I seen you in here earlier, Joey. I'm sorry I didn't say hi. And then he
Hey,
says,
Joey.
been cooking dinner.
I'm hungry.
So if I missed you in the chat, the mods a lot of times say hi. Has anybody got any other questions? We've
squirreled.
talked about silver, gold, platinum, palladium, geopolitical events, and we even talked about squirrels.
Thanks
so.
for being here, Snakebite.
You guys got some awesome people in chat. That's for sure.
I hate the heart emoji.
Me too.
Okay, everybody.
There is a way to get rid of it.
One.
Yeah, there's a way to get rid of it. in
I
your
thought I
studio.
put, oh man, I didn't get rid of that. Hold on a minute. Let me try. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Yeah, the heart emojis make it hard.
Yeah, you just have to uncheck live reactions or something.
Done.
Live.
Hearts are gone. Sorry, guys.
Keith removed the heart. It's gone.
Yay.
So the creators can
You
make
can
the
do
heart not
it.
be
Yeah,
there.
you can do it while you're live. You got to be in the studio setup like I always do, so where you can watch your algorithms, and then you just go and remove it. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's gone. It like disappeared.
It's not that I don't love you guys, but it makes it hard for the moderators.
It is hard. Yeah, I don't like it.
The likes and hearts we'd love to see is on that little thumb.
Yeah, you gotta
wait. There you go. There's some hearts. I was going to say, since he doesn't like it, everybody put some hearts in it.
Well, they're not. What are they?
I forgot to hit the thumbs up.
They're talking about the
They're
hearts.
not covering the first line if you're on your phone.
Yeah, it's what's really hard is if a comment comes in that's inappropriate, you have to wait until it moves up in chat one thing to delete it.
Will the man ever stop making pennies since the cost?
Probably not in my lifetime.
No.
They are already appropriated or whatever they do well into the 30s. So
yeah, they love to waste money, so it's really, really hard to say.
The copper.
Oh, this is driving me nuts.
Like
there's hardly any copper in the cents.
There's no copper hardly in the cents left.
So here's what I think is going to happen, because you guys asked my opinion. I'm going to give it. No, you didn't.
Let's give it.
Give it anyway. I think that they're actually going to start pulling coins out of circulation and melting them down, because we have far too many coins circulating. So I think that they're going to just start slowly pulling coins out and repurposing them, or whatever they do with them, melting them down. I think that's one of the ways they're going to end up getting some of the money back.
It's really.
Yeah, you think the government will like take all the like ones that were like more copper? Like
I do think it's very possible that they could start pulling the copper out.
Didn't
I think it's
Canning?
possible.
I don't understand that comment or question. I just seen the question marks and
I
hit
think
it.
today was like Canada Thanksgiving or something.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
didn't
that's
Canada?
right.
Canada did it in 2012. I got it now.
Canada
Yeah.
got rid of their sense.
And they made her, as
they got rid of their sense.
They have no sense anymore. But they did make a farewell 2012 sent in a little pretty box.
I have it.
Gilded.
Gilded.
Yeah. Gold gilded.
Hi, Joe.
Joe McMahon bun.
Joe McMahon bun.
That McMahon buns we see. What's up?
Love you, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's actually more copper in nickels and the nickels, quarters, and dimes anymore than there are in the cents. So
the only reason I don't leave the hearts up because it does make it harder for the moderators.
Yeah, if you're modding from a phone, you're like, oh.
Like Paula said a while ago, that if an inappropriate comment comes in, it can't be dealt with quickly enough. I did the math once, and it would take a computer 40 years to get all the silver out of circulation if it found one per minute. Well, I don't think it would. I do think
that they might be looking into changing the composition some to make it a little less expensive to mint them, but I don't think they're going to get rid of them anytime soon.
Nick Molars from Canada, he says they should have kept making the 1 cent coin for special sets up here in Canada.
I agree.
Yeah, I've always said that.
Not for circulation or whatever.
I still
NIFCAs. They should make NIFCAs.
Yeah, I still believe that the U.S. Mint should be doing the mint sets different. They should put some kind of privy mark or something on and say, this coin is from a mint set. It would add value to their mint sets.
Mm-hmm.
Because if someone breaks a mint set and it goes out in circulation, hey, we know this is special. Kind of like they did with the W quarters or something.
Like NIFCAs, man.
Put like a privy on it, the privy or MS privy mint set.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we have far too much coinage in circulation than is necessary right now. I mean, there's tons and tons of coins that just sit at the Federal Reserve and
I have no idea what a KN is. Does anybody know this?
No, what makes a KN?
What's a KN?
I don't know. I don't know.
The heart makes it really tough for me to keep up on. I thought I got rid of the heart on Sundays.
Well, make sure you
I'll double check it. I'll double check it.
You probably have to get rid of it every time.
No, it automatically gets rid of. If you reuse the same thing,
I like bananas.
What makes a comment inappropriate? A bad word. A political,
or being
an insult,
an asshat to someone,
an insult, hate speech, bad words. When you talk political, or if you push the political boundary too much, we would consider that inappropriate. No hate, no politician, no religion.
We gotta all get along, man.
Yeah, we like to push boundaries on stuff, but we stop.
But
it's kind of like the girl. It's kind of like the girl lifting her shirt to show you, and then she stops at her belly. You see what I'm saying?
That's so inappropriate.
Go right at the boundary. That's what we like to do. We like to go to the boundary on any of that stuff, but we don't like to.
We can't help ourselves on pushing the perv boundaries.
We're old people.
We're all old perverts, man.
You did. I'm just stating a point. Well, thank you Against the Army, because I was going to. If I would have forgot about checking, and it was there, I would be really sad with myself. If you add up all the silver quarters in the Red Book, it is well over 1 billion. You know it. That's a lot of quarters, guys. But remember, not all those quarters are available. That over 1 billion, because if you remember, in the 80s. And in the year 2011, 1980s and the 2011, a lot of that stuff got melted.
Mm-hmm.
HR 2817, parenthesis H, parenthesis, Coin Metal Modification Authorization and Cost Act of 2023, possibly signing in November. All right, then.
So what's that about? I guess
Them talking about changing the composition of the coins.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Inappropriate usually starts with Frank Mons.
No, it's just like it's all fun and games, and it's keeping the chat interactive. But again, you can't go far, to talking about a particular president.
Hi, Charles
If you
Perret.
do, you got to kind of not mention their name. You can't talk about a particular political party. Just if you're not sure, just keep away from it altogether. That's the best thing. And that's like that in most people's chat, is it not, Paula?
Yeah.
Most people don't want to hate.
Yeah, because we don't
religion.
want like everybody started bashing each other in chat, man, because of their
it
different
causes
views.
discord.
Those are 3 topics that can get a verbal war going in the chat. So
Susan B. Anthony, they can totally get rid of those as far as I'm concerned.
you would think the U.S. Mint would have learned in the
Like
1870s.
99 for a short
They
period.
sat there, and I did a video. They made a coin that was too close to the size of the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the shortest coin for circulation, not the shortest minted coin per years, but in circulation, it only lasted 2 years. And the other business strikes were not put into circulation for the other years. And then, because it was a little bit smaller in quarter, and then 100 years later, they do the same thing and make another coin that's almost the size of a quarter, except a little bigger.
Well, and then they made it 79, 80, 81, and that wasn't in, and it was a total bust. Everybody hated it, but that wasn't good enough. They had to bring it back in 99. Well,
Yeah,
maybe we'll just give it
99.
another shot. Let's
They
give it
tried
another
it
shot.
again.
That coin would have worked in 79 had they made it a different color, like they did the Sacagawea dollars, the Native Americans, and the
I don't like those either.
No, I'm saying it would have worked. It would have kept going, but
Yeah.
They didn't.
It's just not an attractive coin.
No.
They did a horrible job on her portrait. It's just not. And then the Eisenhower reverse, like, really? I don't know.
He got you anyways. He's like, nope, don't push it. And then he freaking starts yawning. Yeah, they have half-cent coins.
They do have half-cent coins.
I like the 2
I wanna
cents.
get
I
them.
do like the 2 centers. I
love a beautiful half-cent. I found an 1865 2-cent 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Mudshot's been detected, man.
Isn't it possible to find good deals at garage sales, estate sales?
Yes.
100% absolutely correct. But it's also possible to find bad deals. So if you don't know what you're doing, just have your little handy dandy phone. Look it up real quick.
Just remember that a lot of people who sell coins and stuff at garage sales and estate sales, they have inherited that collection from somebody who told them that it was worth $1 million.
And that's where the
And
deal
they have no clue. Yeah.
But at the same time, like Paula's saying, they've inherited. If someone has a coin way, way undervalued,
yeah,
offer them a little bit more than what they're selling it for. If you know you can still double your money, offer them that.
Or just be really fast when you leave.
What?
Nothing.
No, don't be really fast.
I feel guilty.
Be morally correct, and at least, at a bare minimum, offer them half of what you know you're going to sell it for.
Or
If
at
they
least,
don't be like this. No, I'm serious. This is a true story, but I'm not going to name the coin dealer. Coin dealer went to a yard sale. An older lady had 2 1-ounce gold pandas, and they said 100 yuan or whatever it is, right? And so she put them out at $1 a piece. He wasn't happy robbing her at $1 a piece. He goes, "Can you take $1 for both of them?"
Oh, no way.
And this is when gold was $1,000. And I told him, I said, "Dude, I would have paid her $700-800 a piece without even fretting."
So wrong.
I mean, It was her husband's, and he just, I mean,
She knew
come
nothing
on.
about
If you
it.
don't have a conscience, at least have a conscience enough to pay the lady the $1 a piece. But like you said, buy it and get out of there.
Yeah, run fast.
But yeah,
But
that was
don't
just
try to offer him
I
50
don't
cents.
talk to
Give him
that
the
guy.
dollar for crying out loud.
I don't talk to him anymore. He come to the coin show, set up
I
with us,
wouldn't either.
started bragging about him. And you know what I said to him? That's just wrong.
That is so wrong.
That's wrong.
That's bad juju.
Yeah. He's still in business.
Yeah,
But
I
he ain't got
wouldn't
none
be
of my money.
bragging. I
He ain't
would
got
not
none of
be
my money
bragging
since then,
about
though.
it.
Right.
U.S. Mint needs to follow the footsteps of Canadians, stop wasting money on printing short-lived paper dollars, and force us to use coin dollars. They didn't say coin dollars; they said dollar coins. Yeah, that's an idea.
Well, apparently the vending machine companies had quite a bit to do with the dollar coins.
Yeah, they did. Once went to the garage sale and saw someone selling a penny from the 50s for 100 just
Yeah,
because
that's
it
what
was
Paula
old.
was saying.
Yeah, and that's
Mhm.
they don't know nothing about
It
the
goes
stuff.
both ways. Yeah.
Or the instance where I looked it up on the internet. It's $100 penny.
That's right. They saw you.
Or no, it's a $200 penny. So I figure I can get 100. Well, that $200 penny they got was an MS-67 or 8, and theirs has got a hole in
And
it.
it was like an error variety.
Yeah, and theirs has
There's
got
a
a hole
parking
in it.
lot coin.
Yeah. Anyone else backing up the truck at the bank? I've been loading up $100 boxes of nickels, 0% premium, 0% risk. Shadow work. There is a risk, honestly, with buying a bunch of fiat money, even if it's nickels.
Well,
The risk is
that's for coin roll hunting.
the risk is the rate of inflation. However, having said that, nickel went up higher. Maybe you can flip it out or something. But if you're just holding it to hold the money, no.
We thought about it, but then we're like, man, we don't have enough space.
Yeah. There's just a lot of, it's nickel is really low right now. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but you know what? You're never going to melt those down. You know why? Because the cost that you would have to absorb to get those refined would never be worth it. You would have to find somebody to refine those and get the copper and the nickel out, and it would cost you a fortune.
Now, this is an example of seller beware. Know what you're selling. If you are selling something, don't be like the guy that sold to me. Not me, that me. Got a bunch of Constitutional for 11 times face at a flea market. If someone at a flea market is not paying attention, yeah, that's
you can get a good deal.
That is on their part. Thoughts on coin roll hunting, worth it or not? They didn't say
you have time.
Yes.
If you have time and you do it properly.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it is worth it. You can't expect to find a bunch of silver all the time. You need to look for, like on your halves, you need to look for a lot in the early 70s or some DDOs and no FGs and stuff like that. So pay attention to what you're looking for. We put shorts out. Paula's talked about errors on varieties on coins. Just check out both channels and, use your own conclusion and just make sure you got a good microscope to look through for the errors.
If you are coin roll hunting because you think it's going to make you a bunch of money, then then you shouldn't do it, because the only reason to coin roll hunt, the biggest reason to coin roll hunt, is because it's a blast.
It is fun.
Yeah,
it's like a trade hunt, and you might be able to find something. You might not. You may go through 10 boxes and only find a couple die chips.
But I mean, it's face value, so you can
just
cash it back.
Right. And if you're not having fun doing it, though, don't do it.
Yeah, I agree with Paul. If you're not having fun, because you will lose money. And when I say you'll lose money, is your time is worth something.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. If you have the time.
If you have time, yeah. If you're not doing nothing and you love doing it, do it. Because it'll help you fill some holes in your books and stuff. Chief Stacker says, hey, Keith, Angel, you get any of those new Commander Series 5-ounce went on sale yesterday? Nope. Nope.
That is true, Jackalope. That is true. You don't lose anything on coin roll hunting. But if you're not doing it to have fun, you're going to get really, really frustrated, and you're going to end up hating the hobby. So if it's not, if you're not doing it for fun, find something else in the hobby that you like to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the hobby, a lot of things you can do to make it fun.
Mhm.
Jackalope Herdmaster says, you will never lose on CRH. You will always get your money back when you
Right.
return them to the bank. Wrong. Not if you do it the way I do. When we do our halves, we do it for the chat. We're not doing it for ourselves.
Right.
And we always give up a 90% half to boot
They do.
per
hunt.
box. And we
Well,
have
if
a-
you're doing
and
it
it's
for
free.
yourself, you won't.
But if you're
though.
doing it for yourself, he's correct. You will never lose.
People
people
do hunt bills. Yeah.
bills? Yes, they do. They hunt for fancy serial numbers. I got paused on the book because I'm running behind on videos, and making videos is more important. But I got the fancy serial numbers book. I'm like page 5 or
So
6.
can I push a currency channel?
Sure.
Yeah,
If
go
you
ahead.
guys want to know, if you really want great information about currency, you're interested in searching currency for errors or fancy serial numbers, Kingdom Currency. He has a YouTube channel. His name's Sam. He has a YouTube channel and a Facebook group, Kingdom Currency. Check
There you
him
go.
out.
Kingdom Currency.
He is a wealth
Do
of
you
knowledge.
know his link, Paula? Can you throw that in the
I
chat?
don't have it.
Oh, sorry.
Just-
All
That's
right, hang on. I'll find it.
search
Somebody else will
for him,
probably-
guys.
Yeah.
Now Paula's going to be slow, and one of
Yeah.
the other mods is going to grab it real quick.
I'm sure.
Against the Army's chattels, hunted for a few months because I was paying my water bill with cents, and I wasn't giving the city anything worth more than face. There you go. I remember you saying something to me about that on the phone. Yeah, they raised his bill or something, and he just wanted to be,
Hey, they gotta take your money. It's
mischievous.
money.
He wanted to be mischievous and give them nothing but cents.
Jeez.
We bought in the early 90s, was it?
Yeah, we bought a
We
little
went to
mini
Sam's
fridge.
Club and bought a mini fridge with change, and a lot of it was pennies, nickels.
There it is.
probably.
Kingdom Currency.
But remember, guys,
It's
nobody.
not Sam's resale. Oh, is that Sam's? Is that his eBay Frostbite? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if that's his. I thought it was Kingdom Currency on eBay.
Please remember, when you're spending money for something, if
Okay.
you did not already consume the product, you're just wanting to buy something that you have in front of you, they can refuse to take your money because money states clearly on it may be used for all public debt,
Thank you.
public and private debt. That means monies that you have already spent, and then you're just using the money to pay them what you owe them. If they've already rendered the service or rendered something that you ate, then it's a debt.
Hi, Philip.
If you're wanting to buy a pack of bubble gum or a bag of chips, that is not a debt.
Pack of
So you
chips.
need to understand that if they do not want to take your change, you can't get, I guess you could say, pissy about it, because they can legally, refuse to take anybody's money unless it's a service or
Yeah, we
something they
used
paid
to
for.
fill up a piggy
already
bank
done
with
it.
all our change, and that was like the
Thank you,
money
David.
for Christmas presents.
because it's not a debt. So I guess we're getting near the end of the chat, guys. Is there anything anybody else wants to talk about? We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes almost. Wow. We don't want to stretch it out too long because then it starts to get a little bit dragged at the end.
Can I give one more piece of advice on
I guess-
coin roll hunting?
Yeah, that's fine. But I just
Yeah.
want to end it on a high note
Okay.
while we're still
Yeah.
going. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Paula.
So just one little piece of advice, if you are interested in coin roll hunting, don't use the bank you get your coins from as your dump bank. Use two different banks. Get your coins from one bank and dump your coins at a different bank. Otherwise, they will get really frustrated and probably not give you any more boxes of coins.
And some banks will charge you a fee too. That's something.
And if they do, find a different bank.
Yeah, find a different bank.
Yep.
If they want to charge you a fee. Now it does cost them money, so you got to understand why they're doing it. Don't get mad at
It does, but if you have money in their bank and they're loaning
should
out
do it for
and
you
they're
for free.
using your bank to loan money to they're using your money to loan money to other people, they should give you those boxes.
And if you cannot find a bank that will take your halves back, just start spending them at the store.
That's right. Spend them.
That's what we do.
Yep.
We do it all the time, and because we go weeks in between ordering them. So we don't necessarily.
We start spending our halves all over town, and the
Yeah.
younger folks have to
wow.
get their manager and be like, "Is this real money?"
So guys,
Well, I'm gonna leave. You guys can say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for having me up.
Love you,
thank you,
Paula.
Paula.
Love you
It was a
too.
blast.
Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
So guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in. It's been a real blast. I enjoyed this Tuesday night. Hopefully our halves will come in for next week. If they don't, we'll probably have another chat.
Yeah, have another chat.
So I'm glad everybody came out. So again, if you enjoyed the chat and you're a content provider or not, if you want to share this in your community, we would really appreciate it. And again, as always, keep on rocking, guys. Keep on learning. And what?
Keep on stacking, but get squirreled. It's fun.
So we will see you all Sunday for Fun Day Auction. Bye.